Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. As the 2025 MotoGP season edges closer, Ducati CEO Claudio Domenicali shared his thoughts on the official team presentation in Madonna di Campiglio, Italy. With Marc Márquez now joining the Ducati Lenovo Team alongside Pecco Bagnaia, Domenicali outlined his expectations for the pair and discussed the dynamic within the team. Both riders have set their sights on victory, but only one will come out on top in the battle for the championship. As the 2025 MotoGP season looms, the rivalry between Ducati's Francesco Bagnaia and Honda's Marc Márquez is already heating up. Speaking at Ducati's official presentation in Madonna di Campiglio, Italy, Bagnaia discussed his goals for the season, his preparations, and his views on racing alongside an 8-time world champion like Márquez. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Claudio Domenicali expressed his satisfaction with the team's presentation, particularly appreciating the collective talent that was showcased. He mentioned a comment made by Ducati test rider Michel Pirro, who highlighted the exceptional concentration of talent on stage, a sentiment that resonated deeply with the Ducati CEO. "I enjoyed the presentation even while sitting down. There is one sentence that particularly struck me. I think it was said by Michel Pirro, that there was an incredible concentration of talent on stage. I think this is the key, the talent of the drivers, but also that of the engineers and technicians who have been able to build a method over time, and that makes us particularly proud of what we have done and optimistic for the start." Quote from Domenicali. Domenicali's pride in Ducati's achievements is evident, and he is optimistic about the team's chances as the new season begins. With both Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Márquez on the same team, the expectations are incredibly high. Márquez has made his goal clear. "Either I win or Pecco wins, the important thing is to keep winning." Domenicali responded to this statement, acknowledging the challenge of having two world-class riders competing for the top spot but emphasizing that the team's ultimate focus is on victory. "I expect challenge, harmony, and victory. When you start with a team like this, with Pecco who fought to win the last 4 world championships and won 2, Marc, who is 8-time world champion, you can't hide. We are here to aspire to the maximum result, so the races are always difficult, and it also depends on what the others have done. One issue will be to be able to have a fair competition between the two riders because both have the same goal but only one will achieve it." The presence of both riders at Ducati presents an exciting dynamic, but as Domenicali points out, only one rider can claim the title, and that competition will drive the team forward. Domenicali also addressed the decision to bring in Marc Márquez rather than Jorge Martin, a Ducati rider who is known for his speed. While acknowledging Martin's abilities, Domenicali explained that the goal was to assemble a team with the highest potential to drive Ducati's growth and further improve the bike. He believes that the collaboration between Márquez and Bagnaia will not only help each rider improve but will also push the engineers and the team as a whole to new heights. "It was not an easy choice because Martin is a Ducati rider and a very fast rider. We believe that this team has the greatest potential to grow the company. The amount of talent feeds on itself. We believe that Marc can make Pecco grow, and vice versa. Both together can help the engineers grow, so we believe that it will be even more difficult for the others to beat the Ducati Lenovo team." By pairing two of the sport's top talents, Domenicali is confident that the Ducati Lenovo team will remain the benchmark in MotoGP. As Ducati prepares for the 2025 season, the partnership between Marc Márquez and Pecco Bagnaia could shape the future of the championship. With Domenicali's confidence in the duo and their shared goal of victory, all eyes will be on Ducati as they aim to maintain their dominance in MotoGP. The season ahead promises fierce competition, but with such immense talent on one team, Ducati's prospects have never looked brighter. Pecco Bagnaia opened up about his offseason, which included a restful honeymoon and time to reflect. Despite the break, Bagnaia remained focused on training to ensure he would be ready for the challenges ahead. "I certainly had a nice winter during my honeymoon and had a lot of time to reflect and think. It was nice to be alone with my wife and relax, but without leaving anything to chance. I trained anyway." Quote from Bagnaia. As the new season quickly approaches, Bagnaia spoke of his determination to return stronger and with renewed focus, emphasizing the need for continuous improvement as the championship grows ever more demanding. With the loss of the number 1 plate after a hard-fought 2024 season, Bagnaia has set his sights on regaining the top spot. He reflected on the lessons learned from the past year and how they'll shape his approach to the coming campaign. "Honestly, it's not that different because the goal is always to win. What changes is not having the number 1 on the fairing, but I want to put it back on." Bagnaia was candid about the mental impact of finishing second last season and how even small mistakes cost him dearly in the fight for the title. Analyzing his crashes, Bagnaia admits he can learn from his errors to avoid similar situations in the future. One of the key talking points of the season is Bagnaia's new teammate, Marc Márquez. Despite the legendary status of the 8-time world champion, Bagnaia remains resolute in his goal to be the best, not only by learning from Marquez but by defeating him. "Marc's arrival is a change, as it was when Bastianini arrived, but the difference is that Marc has won 8 titles and is undoubtedly a great example in terms of sporting success. I will try to beat him, but also learn from him." Although Bagnaia is determined to take on Marquez and emerge victorious, he recognizes the immense value in having such a formidable teammate. His respect for Marquez is clear, but his competitive spirit remains strong, and he sees the rivalry as a source of motivation. Bagnaia also discussed the importance of fostering positive relationships within the Ducati team. With a new teammate in Marquez, as well as the continued presence of Enea Bastianini, Bagnaia believes that teamwork will be crucial for the team's success. "I have never had any problems with any other rider, and I don't think I ever will. I know how important it is to work together and, above all, at this stage of the championship, to join forces to achieve the best technical situation." Bagnaia emphasized the importance of collaboration and strong team dynamics, believing that working together will be key to building the best bike possible. Bagnaia was also asked about the legacy of his past teammates and the challenge of racing against a champion like Marquez. Despite the fierce rivalry, Bagnaia views Marquez as a source of inspiration, particularly for his ability to win championships despite not always having the best machinery. "A champion like him is a motivation. Not only did he win 8 titles, but he managed to do so even when he didn't have the best bike. I will try to be as competitive as him when the situation is not ideal." Bagnaia also touched on the competition from other teams, acknowledging that KTM, Aprilia, and Yamaha are all on the rise. He believes that Ducati's task this season will be to maintain its dominance while facing stiff competition. As the 2025 season draws closer, all eyes will be on the Bagnaia-Marquez showdown. With a new teammate and high expectations, Pecco Bagnaia is focused on regaining the world title. However, the battle for supremacy will be anything but easy, with Marquez and a host of hungry competitors aiming to take the crown. The stage is set for an unforgettable season. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.